Hey, what's up everyone? This is Tez from Tez and Tech. Thanks again for joining my channel and welcome back. So I spent the last 3 weeks using the iPhone 16 Pro and I gotta say this phone is awesome. And I wanted to have some time before I came up with a comprehensive review of the iPhone 16 Pro. And obviously this phone is amazing. But with that said, I do have a confession to make. I did upgrade from the iPhone 12 all the way to the iPhone 16 Pro. So obviously that would be a major upgrade for anybody. But I did have an opportunity to use the iPhone 16, and there was something that I noticed that sort of caught me off guard is that they both offer similar features at its core. And what I mean by that is that the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro both offer the camera control button, they both offer the action button, and later this year they are both going to offer Apple Intelligence. So there's really nothing in my opinion that really defined the iPhone 16 Pro as Pro, obviously outside of the actual physical hardware. And I'm talking the A18 Pro chip, obviously, and the actual physical camera hardware. But with that said, I had a blast using this phone, so let's get into the review. So let's start off by addressing the elephant in the room, and that is Apple Intelligence. So earlier this year, when Apple announced the iPhone 16 lineup, they announced Apple Intelligence. And I was really excited to see what Apple had to offer in terms of integrated AI and just to see what that experience is like. But it is still in beta version, and it's really hard for me to install the beta version because I really want to get the full experience of what the consumer would have when they pick up an iPhone, right out of the Apple Store today. It's misleading in my opinion because Apple is sort of touting Apple Intelligence pretty heavy with this marketing. They don't talk about the iPhone 16 without talking about Apple Intelligence. Any Verizon, T-Mobile, any major carrier, you name it, when they talk about the iPhone 16, they talk about Apple Intelligence. And this is a little bit misleading to me because if you are a consumer that's not in the know, you're going to take that for face value. You're going to go to the Apple Store, you're going to purchase the iPhone, and you're going to be very disappointed when you realize that Apple Intelligence is actually not installed on the iPhone 16 just yet. So with that said, I'm going to review it when it comes out. Yes, I get that it is currently available on the beta, but it is just that. It is a beta version. It is not the gold standard version. So with that said, I'm going to leave that out of the review for now, but when it does come out, I will review it. So the design of the iPhone 16 Pro is as sleek and premium as you expect from Apple, but there's also a few key touches that make it stand out. The matte glass finish on the back feels smooth and luxurious, while also much less prone to fingerprints compared to the glossy finish of some of the previous models. And the titanium frame not only adds to the phone's durability, but also keeps it surprisingly lightweight for the device this size. One of the major hardware changes this year is the action button. Apple made it fully customizable, which opens up a possibility for anything. You can make it control things like silent mode, focus, camera, flashlight, voice memo, and Shazam. And that's just a start. One of the features that really stands out to me is the ability to create shortcuts, which makes the button far more versatile. Personally, I set it up to launch ChatGPT, since again, Apple Intelligence isn't out yet, and I thought it was a fun, tongue-in-cheek way to have integrated AI. Another big change this year is the camera button. Now, this was really interesting. At first, I thought this was a fully physical button, but it's more of a hybrid between physical and capacitive button. Once I got used to it, I loved how easy it was to snap a photo or start recording a video with a simple press. What's specifically cool is the zoom function. You lightly press and slide your finger across the button to zoom in or out. I found this feature super intuitive, although it did take a little bit to get used to. The experience of using this button might vary depending on the type of case you have. For instance, the case I was using was fully encompassed the button, and extra grip made it easier for me to hold the phone securely while zooming in and out. Without a case, I felt like it didn't have as much control over the phone, but that might just be me. One thing I noticed is that using the camera button feels a bit more awkward in a portrait mode, as the button ends up being on the side of the phone. I was used to shooting landscape, so this wasn't a huge issue for me, but if you're someone who shoots often in portrait, it's something to keep in mind. And the camera on the iPhone 16 Pro has seen some serious improvements, so much so that I probably have to do a separate video just to cover all the features. But let me tell you, this camera is incredible and delivers amazing results, no matter what kind of photo or video you're going to capture. The depth of field, the shadows, and the colors is all on another level. The difference in detail and richness is so noticeable, and it honestly makes everything I took a lot more professional. I think if anyone that picks up this phone for the improved camera will be very satisfied with the video and photos you can take with this phone. With multiple lenses working together to give you the flexibility to shoot in almost any scenario, one of the biggest upgrades is the enhanced zoom capabilities. The 5 times telephoto zoom allows you to get closer to your subjects without sacrificing image quality, and with up to 25 times digital zoom, you can capture details from a distance that would have been possible before. When zoomed in, the image stabilization keeps your shot steady and clear so you don't end up with a blurry mess. And the tetraprism design of the telephoto lens makes a big difference here, offering a crisp and detailed zoomed-in shot perfect for capturing distant landscapes or close-up portraits. Whether you're zooming in for a candid shot or getting a wider scene, the versatility of the camera is very impressive. And with that said, let's not forget about the ultra-wide lens with its 120-degree field of view. It's ideal for those wide landscape shots or group photos, allowing you to fit so much more into the frame. The main camera, a 48 megapixel powerhouse, continues to deliver stunning high-resolution photos with vibrant colors and great dynamic range. That would do it for my review for the iPhone 16 Pro. I would say overall, I had a blast using this phone. The game changer for me was a camera control button because I just feel like it just allowed me to access my camera a lot faster than I was previously able to do so. I'm not a big camera or photo person, and I'm trying to be better at doing that. So I feel like this entices me to do it more. But with that said, did you enjoy the phone? Are you thinking about picking one up? And if so, did you have any issues with any of the new buttons? Thanks again, guys. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one.